Well, good evening. 5 in a row. This is my fifth video in 5 days. Um, Today I thought I would share a story with you while I drink. I love Angry Orchard. Um, Today, working at my bookstore, indentured servitude prison, I got the pleasure slash displeasure of talking to a young man who told me he was a self-professed communist and Marxist. So this guy uh, brought this into the conversation by telling me I had complained that I wasn't able to purchase the new Jim Butcher book, Cold Days. I'm a huge fan of Harry Dresden. Um, and he told me, why not just pirate the book? And so I said, uh, one, I'm not a thief. I'm not going to lecture someone on piracy, but I'm not a big fan of it myself. If you make something, you work hard at it, you should be given compensation. That's the whole purpose of things. So he goes, well, why don't you just download it off the internet? I'm like, well, I'm not going to download the thing off the internet. I can't read it here. I don't want to put it on my freaking phone. Uh, well, he's like, well, you shouldn't have to pay that much money for the book. Well, yeah, I should, because the only available copy is a hardcover copy. I can't afford it, so I can't have it. He says, well, it shouldn't be that much, really. I'm like, yeah, it should. That's how much hardcovers cost. The cost of labor and materials, plus a profit. It might be a large profit, but plus a profit that the publishing company feels is necessary becomes the cost of the book. And he goes, well, everything should be free. Everything should be free. Everything should be free. No, moron. Everything should not be free. If everything was free, nothing would get done. Absolutely nothing would get done. Let's examine a world where everything was free and you were provided everything. So I would not have to work to get this hot dog. The buns, the dog itself, and the Worcestershire sauce, the A1 sauce that I put on there, which is weird, I know, was all provided for me. Let's just say everything was provided for me. My need to go out and do stuff, a job, would be null and void. Oh, in thought, that's great. Because I don't fucking like my job. I like my job, but I don't fucking like my job. You get where I'm going with this. So, I could go out and get whatever I want. So, how do those things get created in the first place? The hot dogs, the bread. How do those things get created if no one has to? If everything's free? Well, that means you would have to work for nothing to get everything you wanted. Kind of seems like slavery to me. Also, the idea of everything being free is that there's technically no attachment that you make to an item. The TV that this camera is mounted on. It's a TV that I use as my monitor. If you catch me looking here, that means I'm being arrogant and looking at myself. I'm kind of vain like that. I have no reason to be, but this TV cost me $150, which I bought off of a former boss because she wasn't using it anymore. So imagine if there was no money and everything was free, I would not have had to work to get this TV. So what claim would I have if someone would come in and take my TV from me? It's free, go get yourself another one. But I wanted that one. I've had that one in my room. That would happen over and over and over again. People would be forced to produce things just so other people could have them. You would work more to produce shit. The farmer, what would he get out of it? Oh, well, he gets everything for free. He gets his electricity for free. Yeah, I got that. But then he would have to produce twice as much, because why would you bother working if you don't need the money? Oh, you work to provide the services for everybody else. Well, then all non-essential things go bye-bye. Reading? Gone. Why? Because who would read if, why would you sit there and write forever? Would you, eventually be like, that's not really essential. Acting, your precious arts, poetry, those things kind of go bye-bye when everything's free, because all you do is that's another mouth to feed. That's harder. It all comes down to the farmers, really. The farmers would have to work 3 times as hard just to feed all the other people who wanted to do shit that they don't need. The general idea would be that you work to produce something, and that production is given for free. And you can have all their... Well, what if you don't want their thing? What if they're making shit sculptures? What if it's some guy just like, I want to make sculptures out of raw human shit. I feel that it would put on that kind of guy. And now he makes his sculptures of raw human shit, and he goes and he gets food. His raw human shit sculptures are picked up by maybe 5 facophiliacs in his area, who lick them and whatever. I don't give a shit what they do. But so he produces nothing of value, but gets everything. And sound like welfare to you guys? Because it sounds like it to me. So I sat there looking at this guy going, you're a fucking idiot. I didn't say he's a fucking idiot, but I earned this hot dog. I worked for this hot dog. And to have somebody come in and go, but I want this hot dog. I need this hot dog. Well, what did you do to get this hot dog? I didn't do anything. I made a shit sculpture. Well, there you go. My hot dog. So, this is why communism doesn't work. Because it doesn't allow you to aspire to anything. It doesn't allow a person to go, I want to work extra hard to get that. Well, you can't have that. Why? Because everyone's got to have that. Well, I want that. I'm working very hard. These people aren't working very hard to get that. Why should they get it too? It diminishes the value of it. I just don't understand this whole idea of everything needs to be free. I mean, yes, I'm giving you all my thoughts for free, but it's not for you, it's for me. My own edification. Why don't we record this?